Alright, welcome back once again. My name is Victor Digomore here, and we are still looking at the mathematics exam that was written this year, 2025. We are still solving the questions that are there. We have been able to solve the theory part, section A. All this, there are up to 5 questions in the theory, in section A part. We have been able to solve these 5 questions in the previous classes we had. It will be of interest for you to take out of those classes so that you can be able to see what we have been able to do. Okay, so right now we are looking at the section B, also still in the theory part. We are looking at section B, and in this section B, the question we want to solve now, we want to look at now, is the question number 7. The question number 7 says Yaro drove from a town, Gaja, to Banga. After 2 hours in the journey, he observed that he had covered 80 kilometers and realized that if he continued driving at the same average speed, he would end up being late for 15 minutes. If he decides to increase the average speed by 10 km per hour, he would arrive at Banga 36 minutes earlier. He says, find the distance between Gaja and Banga. Find the distance between Gaja and Banga. Right, whatever name that is contained in this statement is not a problem. Our interest is the mathematics that is here, which we want to see how we can be able to attempt it. Okay, so there is a mathematical expression that helps one to solve problem that has to do with time, distance, and speed. So we will say that speed, S, you can use S for speed. We'll say that speed is equals to distance. We'll use D for distance over time. Okay, of course, I believe that everybody knows this mathematical expression, that speed is equals to distance over time. We make use of it all the time. All right, so but look at what is happening in this statement, that this person who is driving, after 2 hours in the journey, we observe that he has covered 80 kilometers. So if we put that information here, we can see, that this speed is equal to 80. The time is after 2 hours, 2. So that is to say that the speed at which this person is driving is S equals to 40 kilometers every hour. Okay, 40 kilometers per hour. That is the speed at which he or she is driving. Okay, he. Yes, they use the he here. All right. The noun said, but he made an observation that if he continued to drive at this speed, that he would end up being late for 15 minutes. He will end up being late for 15 minutes. Think and understand what that statement is saying. That statement is saying that particular time at which he's supposed to arrive there, he will not arrive there at that particular time. He is going to add extra 15 minutes upon arrival. That is that time plus 15 minutes. That 15 minutes is the lateness. So I believe you were able to capture what that place is saying. Now, how are we going to present it in this mathematical expression. So if he maintains this speed s and continue driving at this 40 kilometers per hour, he is going to arrive at a time t, which is the supposed time of arrival, but it will be plus 15 minutes. But this 15 minutes, please, we are going to convert it to hour. That is 15 over 60. I'm very, very sure this thing now makes this to be in hour. That 15 minutes makes it to be in hour. I hope that is very clear. So if he continued to drive at 40 kilometers per hour, 40. Let me take this a little bit down. If he continues to drive at this 40, that he is going to arrive at a time that will be late by 15 minutes, which we have converted to hour. This is what is going to happen. But observe with me that if I make this d subject, that this d is going to become 40 in bracket t plus 15 over 60. Okay, that is to say that I can call this equation what? I had equation 1, I call this equation 2. Having done that, the now said he decided to increase the average speed by 10 kilometers per hour. So instead of driving by at the speed of 40 kilometers per hour, he's now driving at the speed of 50 kilometers per hour because of that plus 10. Okay, so what is going to happen? We now realize, oh, there's some more information. The thing now is that they also said if he starts driving at this, increasing the average speed by 10 kilometers per hour, he would arrive Banga 36 minutes earlier. 36 minutes earlier. What is the implication of this? So that time he's supposed to arrive, that normal time of arrival of the events, that time now he's going to arrive 36 minutes earlier. That's to say that time minus 36 minutes. Do you understand that? I am very sure that is very clear. So permit me to go straight and write but and say but 50 kilometers per hour, 50 is going to give us a distance over, I'm still working in this idea, a time that is now you remove 36 over 60. Remember, I am converting to R since the measurements are in kilometer per hour. Okay, so they say find the distance between Gaja and Banga. I think all the necessary information we have, we've been able to extract them. I'm going to repeat the same thing I did here. So I'm going to have another d to be equals to, if you cross multiply here, you will have another d to be equals to 50 in bracket d minus 36 over 60. Okay, so I will call this equation 3 now. But make an observation. Now we solve the mathematics. The observation one need to make here is that you see that d is common in 2 and 3. So because of that, this is this and this again is this. We can equate this. Equate them. We equate them. So if we equate them, I believe you know why. It's common. It's a very simple logic. If 5 plus 5 is 10 and 4 plus 6 is 10, then 5 plus 5 is logically equal to 4 plus 6. So if this is this and this again is this, then if this and this, they are equal. So it's a logical conclusion. So we can have 40 in bracket t or plus 15, 15 over 60, okay, yes, equals to 50 in bracket t minus 36 over 60, okay. I want to simplify this thing now and get t, but to make these figures manageable, permit me to take away 0 here and take away 0 here. That is, divide both sides by 10. Simple. So if I divide both sides by 10, I'm going to have 4 here. I can put up that statement here. Divide both sides. There's nothing special about it. By sides by 10. Nothing special. You can continue, but I want to make my figures manageable. So this is 4 bracket t plus 15 over 60 or equals to, this will be 5 bracket t minus 36 over 60. So that if I enter here, I will have 4t, and 15 over 60 is 1 over 4, because 15 cancel itself 1, cancel here is 4. So 4 into 4 will give us plus 1. Exactly. So we have over here 5t, and then we also see that 5 divided 60 will give us 12, and 12 divided 36 will give us 3. So I have minus 3. Please verify all these things. Verify them. I believe you have your calculator there, and while in a class, you still check what the person, the facilitator is showing you. So I will transfer this over here in collecting the like terms, put it down there. You said 1 plus 3 is equals to 5t minus 4t. So this is 4. 4 is equals to t. It then means that on a normal, the time of that arrival driving from where now? Gaja to Banga, the time it takes is 4 hours. That's the meaning. So the time is 4 hours. The time is 4 hours. So that's the actual time it will take for anybody who is driving at the maybe required speed. Okay. But the question say find the distance between Gaja and Banga. We have distance already here or here. So any one of them, you can use any one of them to get the distance. You now say that the distance d is equals to, I have 40 bracket t plus 15 over 60. So if I put t here 4, I will have 40 times, let me write it, 40 times 4 plus 40 bracket 15. Let me write this thing as 1 over 4, since 15 over 60 is 1 over 4, to be clearer. So 40 times 4 is the same thing as 80 times 2, which is 160. Okay, 160 plus this is 10. So you see that that distance is 170 kilometers. It's 170 kilometers. This is what you've been able to obtain in this question 7 of WAEC Mathematics exam for the year 2025. The year 2025. We have all these theory questions here. We are going to solve all of them. It's of interest if you are preparing for WAEC exams 2025, or you are studying mathematics related courses, or you are studying mathematics that has to do with speed. Of course, this kind of question, you can also see it in physics, okay, and some other aspects of mathematics. So you are learning with us and you are benefiting from us. So it will be of interest whether you are preparing for WAEC, for you to subscribe to our channel so that you can have access to many other questions, all these questions, and many other classes we are going to have, and many other classes we already have on our channel. We have many classes, many mathematics topics we've been able to cover. I want to appreciate those of you who have subscribed to the channel. Recently in analytics, we have virtually 24,000 people across the world that have visited our classes. And we are so much appreciative of those visitations, and we know that if you guys continue to appreciate what we are doing, you show it when you like the video, when you share to your friends, and when you also subscribe to the channel. We'll be so happy to see you do that. Thank you so much for being there.